Donald Trump has just lost his last opportunity to overturn the massive $83 million verdict in the E Jean Carroll defamation case. This is devastating legal news for the traffic cone orange president. This is not a ruling about the size of the penalty. This is a court flat out rejecting the entire defense that Donald Trump put together. The judges said Trump's conduct towards E Jean Carroll was remarkably high in reprehensibility. It may be unprecedentedly high. It wasn't one comment. The court noted that Trump's attacks on Carroll got worse during and then after the verdict was determined. Trump has already been hit with a separate $5 million verdict in another E Jean Carroll case. That one was upheld in June. This is the $83 million judgment that includes $18 million for emotional and reputational harm, $65 million in punitive damages, which the court said is reasonable given the facts of the case. The immunity claim that Trump attempted to use here was really like a last-ditch effort, and it hinges on the idea that because Trump made his 2019 comments as president, he should be protected. The court wasn't buying it. These were not comments Trump made in his role as president. Just being president at the time doesn't mean that what you're doing is related to your role as president. The court also upheld the lower trial judge's decision to block parts of Donald Trump's testimony. Like when he said, "I was just defending the presidency," that was blocked. And the court has upheld that because it's not valid testimony, and a jury had already decided as to the verdict of that case. So we've now had delays and appeals and Trump treating the courts like another campaign stop. This is it. The Supreme Court could step in. Seems extraordinarily unlikely. I haven't seen a serious legal commentator say that the Supreme Court is likely to step in on this, which makes this the last stop on the bus. And it's worth remembering that this is just one of Donald Trump's legal battles. He's still appealing the criminal conviction for the falsifying of business records. He's fighting civil cases. With E Jean Carroll, we're getting to the end of the road here. And for Trump, it apparently is going to turn into a really expensive reminder that a courtroom is a very different venue from a rally stage. And the things you can say in a rally stage, you can't necessarily say in a courtroom. So devastating legal news for Donald Trump. And there's a sort of zoom out here, which is if Trump lives to the end of his term, a bunch of legal stuff for Trump has been suspended but not ended while he is president of the United States. When Donald Trump leaves office in 2029, he will be, I guess, 82 and a half. And he has quite a list of legal issues that are at least potentially going to be taken up then. Now, between now and then, we don't know. Is someone going to try to step in to mitigate that? Could a Republican president who replaces Trump pardon Trump for everything and put an end to this stuff? That would only apply to criminal federal law, wouldn't apply to civil lawsuits, wouldn't apply to state law. So it's a complicated thing. But is there going to be an appetite politically? Is there going to be an appetite legally? And are judges going to say, I'm going to carry forward with this once Donald Trump is the 82-year-old former president? I don't know the answer to that.